What's up, guys? I am here for another nostalgia movie. Okay, can you believe this movie is from 1996? Let's just get into it. So I am here for this movie. I am so here for this movie. Can you believe that 1996 is retro? It's nostalgic. I cannot believe it myself. So, anyways, we have Goldie Hawn, Diane Keaton, Bette Midler, Maggie Smith, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Stockey Channing. Okay, this movie was so cute for the times. It showed how women are always out there to make themselves better for a man that ends up like dumping them and everything. And I like how it shows how the ladies, just because you got payback for the man and everything, doesn't mean that makes you happy. You got to make yourself happy. So they sell that all through the movie without being preachy. Okay, let's just get into it. So first off, we begin of the movie of the four women. We eventually find out that is the main characters. Basically, Cynthia is taking a picture of how they're in college, they're free to be what they want to be and everything, and they're going to be in each other's lives forever. Flash forward, we go to Stockey Channing's character, which is Cynthia, and she basically commits suicide. Okay, so not to make light of it, she makes we find out through the movie that it's because she helped her husband from the ground up, and he ended up leaving her for a younger woman. Okay, so this is how we get the girls back together. So they all they go to the funeral. Diane Keaton's character Annie, she recognizes Brenda, and they say hello to each other. Then they finally meet up with Elise, and we go into them catching up for lunch, and basically saying, hey, let's catch up more. Okay, so before I even go into how they catch up, first we see their lives. Elise, oh my gosh, Goldie Hawn knows she played this character. She is a she is a actress, and she's in the doctor's office trying to get more lip injections. So it's so funny because it was relatable to today, because that's what the women are doing. Like, even the young girls, even 20-year-olds. This lady is 40 in her 40s, getting stuff that she shouldn't need anyway. But people in their 20s, like Kylie Jenner and everything, and so other models that I'm going to drop here, are getting these things. Like, no. That's why I said that this movie is so relatable, and it didn't age terribly. Okay, so anyways, the doctor is telling her this is enough. So she's feeling like her career is over. The young coming in, she got offered a role of being an older person's. Basically, she got a role of being a mother. So, and we'll get into that later. Okay, Brenda has a 13-year-old, I think a 13-year-old son, because I think that's when bar mitzvahs happened, or 12, so 12 or 13 or whatever. So anyways, she is separated, or I think she's divorced. I don't know. She's divorced from her husband, and he is with a younger woman who is Sarah Jessica Parker. They hate each other. Basically, she feels like she helped him get on top and everything, and he just threw her away for a younger model. Okay, last but not least, we have Annie, my favorite character. Okay, listen, Diane Keaton knows she did this role. Okay, the screaming, the skelchy, the unpredictableness and shakiness of her is so cute. Okay, it's not obnoxious, it's really cute. So anyways, she is separating from her husband. Okay, and it's because they want to make their marriage sizzle, and so they're both going through counseling. Okay, spoiler alert. The therapist ends up taking her man. Okay, first of all, the therapist is so kind and everything to her, and very concerning and helpful to both of them, but she ends up getting closer to him more, I guess. Okay, so anyways, and who was that playboy? She's a big deal. Marcia Gay Harden. Okay, so anyways, that's the therapist. So anyways, we're back at the lunch scene where the women are telling how they're getting divorced and everything. She is still thinking that her husband and them are just doing so well and everything. She basically still helping him with his job while they're separated. So all that being said, her mother is very annoying, always over demanding everything, telling her what she needs to do, and the therapist lets her know she got some mommy issues. We obviously see them too. So anyway, and her daughter is so cute. Who is her daughter? Her daughter is there to tell her, listen, girl, dad,
rotten dirtbag liars, all of you.
This ain't worth nothing. And she's so excited to let her dad know that she's gay, because she can't stand him because he's just using her mom. So anyways, all of them getting into each other. They're getting their respectful things. Listen, after she finally gets played, her husband finds out that let me tell you, he is so dirty. What he ends up doing, he ends up sleeping with her, then tells her he wants a divorce. And he slept with her because she just looks so awesome, right? So, and then this bitch comes in.
You are my therapist? I'm a woman. He is my husband.
And basically says, look, oh, you should do this, is that. Girl, bye.
I did nothing but be there for you every minute of every day and support you in your every move!
Alright, so anyways, Brent Miller's husband is up there with Shelly. Is obnoxious. She is pretentious. She wants to be known for being rich and everything. So she's spending all of his money. Okay. So let me see. And Elise, oh my God, go to her. I know she played this. She is drunk. She is drunk because she's so shallow. Okay. Not only is the she an actress and she got the role, the guy. Oh my gosh. Now listen, Timothy Olyphant.
He is so fine. This is my first time ever seeing him in this movie. He looks horrible. I'm sorry, girls. Whoever thought he looked fine in this movie, he did not look so good. He very much aged well, okay? I didn't think he was cute in screen either, okay? But anyways, let's just get off of Tim because he only have a short part. So anyways, he is
looking for the mother role. He chooses her, and look, bam, her husband is dating an actress that is supposed to play her counterpart, basically her daughter and everything. She's in love with her, and she is played by the girl from Saved by the Bell, Elizabeth, blah blah blah. So all that being said, that is the full around about them. Okay, one thing about Elise, with her divorce, her husband, she basically helped write his career. She starred in a lot of his movies and everything, made his career pop, and now that she's getting older, he wants to throw her away, throw everything. He is basically suing her for everything half of everything she owns, even though it's her money, her gifts and everything. So they come up with a grand idea after getting the letter saying that Cynthia basically killed herself because she did not love herself more and basically stay in touch with girls. So they promised to stay in touch. So we go through the whole movie of them getting back at their dang on husbands. Now, Brenda's husband has been stealing stocks and bonds and everything, and that is how she's going to get at him. Elise basically is getting all her goods since he wants to get half of her stuff. She's basically going to liquidate them, and basically ends up selling them everything. But guess who buys them? Shelly, unbeknownst to her, Brenda is using Shelly because Shelly wants to be known as a big time person. The lady, I can't even pronounce her name. Ganella, she is Maggie Smith's character. She is real well known around the rich. She's old money, everything. Of course, Shelly wants to be in. Shelly is classless. Okay, so anyways, she basically uses her to spend her money to buy Elise's things. Okay, so they can have money to run their company and everything and get them out the mud. What ends up happening, of course, in all movies, they have to have a blow up scene, right? Elise is so depressed. She ends up that she's spending all this money. They ain't put in nothing and everything. Of course, Brenda feels like Elise is a drunk. She's shallow and everything, and basically calls her out. So them two call out, and then they call out Annie to put them in their place. And Annie cannot. She's so soft spoken that she can't really express herself. She doesn't want to get in the middle of that, but ends up telling all of them off, and then they get back together. Of course, it's real cute. This movie is so cute. I love how everything ends up happening. I love how they got back at the men, and then we see in between. Listen, Brenda's husband is full of crap. At the bar mitzvah, he ends up bringing his new wife that's engaged. Of course, this affects Brenda. He does a lot to stick it to Brenda. Why Brenda? Listen.
That we still gotta be strong for kids. Like we be in love with our husband or ex-husband or ex-lover, and still we want to see good for them when they do all this damn damage to us.
But what ends up happening? He finally realizes, look, Shelly could never be nothing like Brenda. Brenda ends up losing weight, getting more confident, getting her family. Oh, she got little quote unquote mob ties that telling her about her husband. They end up getting back together because they really do love each other. It's just the fact that he was going through a midlife crisis. Now Brenda, I wouldn't took him back so quickly, and they end up kidnapping. It ends up so cute. Yeah, so they end up creating the club and everything. Brenda and her husband get back together. Shelly ends up getting with Elise's ex-husband. That's supposedly because real quick, Elise's ex-husband is going with a young girl who is 16. He didn't know because she lied. So of course Elise uses that against him, and that's how they celebrate women. They have a club and everything, and it just ends up great. Tell me what you guys think. I like this movie. This movie is one of my nostalgia classics. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna give it a still approval. So tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.